Hassle.
Well, that sounds like a hassle. Let's just ask him.
Addict.
You are a drug addict.
Restrain.
If you restrain someone, you prevent them from moving.
Reproduce.
His works are among the most famous and widely reproduced in history.
Signpost.
This isn't on the map, but it is all clearly signposted.
Intent.
His intent was to cause harm.
Artifact.
There's a difference between art and artifact.
Highland.
She comes from the same highland region as he does.
Application.
That is a visa application for a trip to Vietnam.
Acquaintance.
You see, every one of the victims had been either a friend or an acquaintance.
Challenge.
A guy like you needs a challenge. Needs change.
Guideline.
The latest guidelines do not recommend that breakfast is necessary. Hemisphere.
It's now late January, and the Northern Hemisphere is locked in winter.
Civil.
You're now violating my civil rights.
Viable.
Civil war was Caesar's only viable option.
Cameral.
It also calls for a unicameral legislature to be elected every 4 years.
Gigantic.
Close to his body was a gigantic paw print.
Venue.
Josh is getting married, and what a lovely venue.
Grieve.
My son is dead. I'm grieving.
Studio.
We're in the studio recording 6-Minute Grammar.
Inhabitant.
But at the end of the day, we are all inhabitants of Earth.
Suicidal.
I told him I was leaving him and he was depressed. Suicidal, even.
Bilateral.
Bilateral treaties are between two nations.
Clinic.
I'm one of 3 doctors staffing this clinic this morning.
Memorable. I really want this weekend to be memorable for both of you.
Dazzle.
On waking, a gleam dazzled my eyes.
Vast.
For now, we have a vast ocean to explore.
Underground.
Most other bears would be sleeping underground by now.
Scholar.
This book influenced a young scholar named Charles Darwin.
Compete.
Everybody loves him. I can't compete with this guy.
Prescription.
Where's the prescription medication from my doctor?
Crude.
In the early days, our attempts were pretty crude.
Vary.
Prices vary from $48 to $400.
Compose.
The body is composed largely of water.
In vain.
Well, at least he didn't die in vain.
Alley.
Wei Chun lives in a traditional hutong or alley.
Dolphin.
It's difficult for a single dolphin to catch the fish.
Bounce.
Susie Sheep is bouncing the basketball very carefully.
Platform.
I shall spend today observing from the platform.
Atmosphere.
Now, music is also used to create atmosphere in films.
Appoint.
Our party wishes to appoint me as the new president.
Characteristic.
My defining characteristic is that I have a very beautiful smile.
Identify.
Maybe he can find something that'll help us identify the killer.
Altitude.
Our flying altitude is 7,000 feet.
Possess.
Do you or do you not possess a specialized weapon?
Excitement.
He was breathless with excitement.
Contradiction.
It really does seem like a contradiction. You've been burned, but you feel cold.
Painstaking.
But this conclusion is a product of months and months of painstaking work.
Pursuit.
Look, our forefathers died for the pursuit of happiness, okay?
Humanistic.
He's had quite a strong influence on a wide range of humanistic and social scientific.
Coherent.
There aren't any coherent sentences.
Outlook.
Being upbeat and having a positive outlook on life reduces anxiety.
Apportion.
Before we apportion blame, we should first work out a solution.
Finitude.
We quickly sensed the finitude of his patience.
Exhaustible.
It is clear that many of the Earth's resources are exhaustible.
Revelation.
Some of the greatest scientific revelations come from unexpected results.
Resistance.
New ideas often meet resistance.
Attainable.
We are all of us living proof that peace is indeed attainable.
Indispensable.
Nouns and verbs are the two indispensable parts of writing.
Cuisine.
Brussels is famous for good eating, serving many cuisines.
Reputable.
That he believes Axe Capital to be a reputable company and we're going to continue to do business together.
Overshadow.
Though life's goodness can at times be overshadowed, it is never outweighed.
Unparalleled.
His genius was unparalleled, Sean.
Opulence.
Supersede.
I endeavored to create a machine that would serve, not supersede us.
Exploitation.
Which means that the exploitation of the oil reserves
is subject to bilateral approval.
Passionate.
I'm good at cooking, I'm passionate about it, and I look good in the hat.
Poisonous.
The wild tomato is poisonous.
Strip.
This single strip of bacon alone is 43 calories.
Exhaust.
I think we've exhausted our options.
Mysterious.
The universe is mysterious and awesome.
Spite.
Believe it or not, mosquitoes don't bite out of spite.
Passport.
He used the passport I gave him and went to Austria.
Divert.
Some flights to the island's main airport have been diverted.
Dissemination.
We have attempted various styles of thermal dissemination.
Perpetual.
We've been in perpetual wars.
Contradict.
Some recent studies even contradict the idea.
Organize.
It's fun to organize a Halloween party in your home.
Column.
Everything is shaking and quaking. Even the columns of the little chapel.
Source.
Lisa now has a steady, reliable source of income.
Cater.
I just told my mom I'd cater a party for her.
Lobby.
We met in his hotel lobby twice.
Flexible.
My husband's a doctor. His schedule's not flexible.
Penalty.
You kill me, you get the death penalty. Get it?
Comply.
I comply with the law.
Racket.
George, bring me my old tennis racket.
Wire.
I asked for 22 miles of copper wire.
Capsule.
The capsule was designed to dissolve in 12 hours.
Canteen.
Does the canteen open for breakfast?
Aeronautics.
NASA is short for the National Aeronautics and Space Administration.
Adopt.
And I'm calling on more states to adopt steps like these.
Lease.
It's a lease for a nice apartment around the corner.
Bit.
I'm a bit hungry.
Conceal.
Many of Shakespeare's characters conceal their true feelings.
Compromise.
That's true. I suppose it's only fair we make compromises.
Haphazard.
A specific job hunt will be more efficient than a haphazard one.
Essential.
Excuse me, but the sun is essential for all life on Earth.
Urge.
But I urge you to stay silent.
Feasible.
You find the suggestion feasible, mademoiselle?
Cereal.
No, you had cereal for breakfast.